Right, we're back. Let's continue working through the not medieval, Renaissance tech tree. Ooh, marsupial. Admittedly, now that I think about it, maybe it's not the best idea to try and put off humanism. Admittedly, it does remove some buildings that I want, but you know what, fine. I'm gonna change up the tech progress. Still going to do naval cannon. But I think I'm going to beeline as best as I can scientific method. Ooh, free mathematics academy in every city. Oh. I'll happily take that extra science. Yeah, so after that, calculus. Physics, which gets me the chain bridge unlocked, and also the water tile. Microbiology I can wait on, it adds a new science building. Other than again, if I need it for that, then I may as well. Acoustics. What needs jurisprudence? Oh, the social contract. Okay. Okay, are there any falconry schools that I've missed? And know for a fact that they can be built? Not according to the Hawk. I have the sneaking suspicion if I check the buildables menu, or at least two of these cities, suddenly... Oh, there we go. Okay, Carib is far away. But it's worth it. It ought to be. I would be very annoyed if it weren't. Yeah, part of the reason why I feel like I should actually aim for the science buffing text is that... I mean, look at naval cannon. Look how long it's taking. I'm getting to the point where I'm having trouble researching the text within 20 turns. Total. Though there is the oddity that Divine Right is apparently going to take longer than Critical Thought? Somehow? Is something slowing down my ability to research? Oh, wait. Oh, I think I get it. Let me go to the... not civics, foreign advisor. Actually, no, I don't... Heritage advisor. Traits. Anti-clerical. Research minus 20% as fast as normal when researching Sixism, Divine Right, Enlightenment, Mormon, Kaudai, Scientology, Baha'i technologies. So I'm specifically going to hit the two texts that I can't research as fast. Joy. Where even are you? There you are, okay. Gotta handle that Mountain. Dock breeder. Thliacine remains. Indeed. Worker military standard. Probably won't end up used, but it's nice, I guess, to have. Perhaps. Maybe. Book publisher. Let's get Saipon another wonder. It's gonna be obsolete in not too long. Although if I put off corporation for as long as possible, then I guess it'll be fine. Still weird that the Great Lighthouse is that expensive, but +2 trade routes in all coastal cities is not bad. Might could be another couple production in some cities. Definitely a lot more science income. Perhaps a bit more food too. Acknowledgement. Major reason why I need biology. Fast. I really don't want to deal with that. If at all possible. If I can avoid need. Mesopotamia is spread to another city. I don't really care. I'm not adopting a state religion. I think I'll go secularism as soon as it's available. Nah. Not interested. Okay, build roads through here. That way, every tile will have roads on it. The rapid bridge is no longer functioning.
Nor would suffer any other sound to be heard for miles and for years around it.
Yeah, cannons aren't allowed. Personally, would not want to stand next to one of them, if at all possible. I already find fireworks to be really loud. The thought of a cannon? Ugh. Not something I would like to deal with if I can avoid it. Okay. The answer is obviously lumber mill. It's always lumber mill. Let's give you +1 movement range. Having 3 movement on a hunter makes it much easier for it to get to where it needs to go. Especially in an area that hasn't been properly roaded yet. After all, this isn't Civ 5 where I think roads take maintenance money. Or Civ 6 where roads aren't exactly built. They're more of a side effect of trade. And city building. Maybe improvements. Yeah, improvements too, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't played Civ 6 in a while. And have admittedly forgotten vast portions of Civ 5. Just some cheap stuff down here, and then food. If I get to the cheaper buildings, I can get a lot of good stuff without actually spending much time there. Okay, this will give me +4 in 10 turns. So chalk gatherer, hematite gatherer. Ignore the river port. There's always a river authority, which I can't actually build yet, but down the line. Stone quarry. It's automation clock. Foundry. Roadsides. Need city size of at least 7. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not even going to build a bridge since I figure by the time the bridge gets built, it's gonna be an upgrade available. So, okay. Peat gatherer, seed quarry, quartz mine, step reckoner, manufacturer, and commercial port. And I should also check, you have access to fresh water, okay, so I don't need to build the aqueduct yet. But I will build the sewer system so that you can build the Lyceum. There we go. Yeah, I can't construct a muskox herd, but I can use you to build a carnival. Festival. Hmm. Okay, so how are you doing? Otafu. Let's see here. Treadmill crane. Guildhall. So how much is it? 11 production. Yeah. I do not doubt that this is the best setup. Okay. What else is there? Lumber mill, carriage builder. Carriage builder is 14 turns, so efficiency of 5 or better. Bronzesmith is good efficiency. Then the 2 farms. Iron, platinum, coffee shop, concrete. Oh, I should do the automation clock earlier, shouldn't I? Like right before the smiths. Okay, and then these. Carriage builder. Okay. These early buildings. 6 production turns is equally as efficient as the lumber mill. Might as well get the faster ones. Oh no, the stone quarry breaks that. Fine. I don't need to be 100% efficient if I have to, because I need to reckon with my own time as well. If I take too long making this, then it's still a slowdown, but not in-game. It's real time instead. And I'd rather not burn too much of it. You also need a source of fresh water, so aqueduct. That way you can build the Lyceum and the gondola canals. So that combo is nice and helpful. Let's get you Sea Hunter, because most of the animals you'll be fighting. You'll be fighting mostly animals. Though I will ensure that there will be a steady amount of upgrades into wooden ship combat ability, too, in order to ensure that the sloop doesn't crumble, to put it simply, in the face of barbarian military might. Falconry school? Neat. The platypuses, the platypi have the bird enclosure. It's awful, isn't it? Although, admittedly, if you observe a platypus for a long time, that probably is the closest you're going to get to if you don't really know about it, because it kinda acts a bit like a bird somehow. I mean, it's got a bill and it lays eggs. I mean, it's already all kinds of strange. Because it sweats milk and is semi-aquatic. And has, you know, fur. But I guess furred flightless bird is a little less weird than a lot of the other options. Cargo space 6. And has one more movement. Okay, yeah, definitely upgrade. Plus, with a tougher ship, it's less likely to get, murked by an enemy. Calligraphy School University? You need a burial tradition. And a courthouse. Well, you're a relatively new city, so it doesn't really... It isn't really that bad. Let's get you some early buildings to help pay for any maintenance cost and get some additional culture. Slaughterhouse is really important. Let's get the water through as well. Jump rope. Okay. Let's get some of the easy crime reduction too. Harbor Master's office and courthouse. There we go. Going to need for the law school anyway. Oh, and I should build that sewer system too. Do you have direct water access? No, you do not. However, the sewers and the aqueduct are already built. Oh. Well, so the Lyceum's already built. Nice. Still have to handle the other aspects of the city though. It's just a random bird that I had a particularly easy time reaching. There's nothing more to it. Enclosure. Right, your duty is to garrison the city. That will be arriving. Will be. Let's see here. I'm going to be placing you over here, which has a lot of... Yeah. Heavily forested. Okay. Yeah, jungle as well. Good. I know for a fact that that's fine. I have to wait for the forest to grow, so... Oh, it doesn't seem like any resources have popped up, so... Let's put a workshop there. Besides, down the line, it's going to improve. I think it's chemistry that does that. Okay, so the city is working the top. I just missed the little shack. Because when the city's working a tile, it has that little shack appear. This little thing. When the tile isn't improved. If it is improved, then the tile will have little animations associated with it, like this thing. At least that's supposed to be the case. That specifically applies to base game buildings. Modded buildings tend not to have animations with them, since it's a lot of effort getting those animations to work, and I think they take up quite a bit of space. I'm not actually sure. I don't do Civ modding, especially not Civ 4. Civ 4 tends to be difficult. I mean, how else am I supposed to describe a mix of, I think Lua and Python? You have to wait until the colonist is finished, which might not actually happen next turn. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to see if Honolulu actually finishes it, although Humanism's going to finish researching, so it's not going to move the screen itself. So I'll be able to see in the corner.
A really great hand is known by 3 signs: generosity in the design, humanity in the execution, moderation in success.
Secularism. Two new wonders. It obsoletes a lot of these, but I don't think I've built any of these, so... Hostile. Ah, that's pretty cheap. And 16 turns. Am I glad I just finished that settler? I mean, the cities aren't going to be doing anything, so... Just gonna quickly check to see if there are any final Thaliacine remains. Honestly, I believe you should be instinct by now. Okay. Oh yeah, obviously production buildings. Of course, that means the major source of gold, the shrines, is gone. Now that's fine. I can handle the shifts in production fairly well. At least I think I can. Yeah, let's get a street cleaner in order to reduce the amount of... I'm surprised we haven't built a sewer system here yet. Bank. Hopefully the loss of the shrines won't lower my income to the negatives. The budget to the negatives, I mean. Although it's going to take another 16 turns for me to notice, for sure. At least that makes it probable that Cyrus only has one city. At least from my awareness. Oh yeah, I need to check to see if... No, okay. Alright, move out. I really should plan the city relative to this one. Okay, let's go here. That's a fairly good spot. Okay. It is pretty ocean-centered. But I believe that's the best coastal spot to work with. Plenty of jungle to work with. And log, basically. Plus a few tiles that I can use more for food production, rather than production. Likely, it means I don't need to bother with cities for a while. Which is neat. I can handle 10 unhappiness. I don't like the randomness of the outpost settlement. I have no idea where that's going to land. I'd rather have certainty that I can work with. To 9. Jeez, that's a lot of coral reefs there. City. And you could just go hunting around. Wait around. Protect the city. The musketmen should be strong enough to at least discourage barbarians from attacking. Even if it doesn't discourage them, well, it's probably a good bit of XP, which I'll happily take. I'll send you to the newest city. What am I to do with you? I don't need sidestep. Sure, let's go with that. Most styles of grasslands are per lanes, so. There, just to be annoying. I know you won't be able to build anything for a while, but I might as well set up your production queue. Camp. There. So, what's the next city anyway? I wasn't paying attention long enough to remember. Honolulu, okay. Alright, you'll head back to your waiting point. For the next shipment of units, whenever they arrive. Whenever they're built. Yeah. Neonesia is a vast continent. That's going to take a long time to tame. But I don't need to worry about settling anything beyond that. Sue might. After all, they do have a connection through here, so they might start expanding into Neonesia. So I need to keep an eye on that. But the Antarctic terrain? Yeah. It's extremely unlikely that anyone would settle down here. Except for maybe a Barb city towards the end. So, I'll focus on that down the line. Hatti and Persia are too weak for me to care about, so... Actually, no. I think you need to start preparing for the invasion force. I don't need to worry about Donkey Steam right now. I have all of them herds that I could need there. Yeah, pretty much every unit that's hunted is going to land here. Oh, and since we're in Anarchy, that's going to be so much overflow production, probably. And I did start with production, so... Maybe... Nah, unlikely. Oh, second that, I thought that was the entire turn. Would have been pleasantly surprised. Okay. That's force is specifically for attacking Barb cities and eventually taking down the two civs on Neonesia. Eventually, though. I don't see the need to take down Persia in the next couple hundred turns, honestly. At the very least, I want to wait until they get Zoroastrianism. Because I don't want to research those religion texts myself, which I might do down the line just to get them to appear. Ooh, elephant herd. Well, it's weird to have a subdued African elephant go to Nadi, of all places. There's Menagerie. Dancing bear? No. Okay. I do remember writing that off as a possibility, so. Uh, no. Biggest problem with such a big force is that it takes a while for me to transport it all. I'll probably plant another city right here. It's just 25 gold. Of course I'll take it. I don't know why you went to this lower tile. That was actually one. There. Perhaps better put, I don't know why I asked you to head to that lower tile. It's a waste of movement points. Sadly, I can't bombard city defenses, but I don't think I need to. The city probably isn't well staffed from what I've seen. At least not by advanced units. So I should be able to take it down, no problem. Kangaroo camp? Don't need to build it now. It's 2 medicine. I've got left behind. Decoys 3. There, after this everything should be back to normal. Although there will be 10 levels of unhappiness that'll take 1,000 turns to fade away. I believe. Not quite, but 737 turns. But I don't think there are any unhappiness problems with any cities. The biggest ones just have too many buildings, and the smallest ones, well, too many luxuries to get in the way of that. Probably not going to be able to use those elephant riders. I don't think I can upgrade to war elephants for some reason. Feather worker. You link up with the rest and wait until you can get the healers to come in. Because it's fairly important that you survive. Free sage in every city. Does become obsolete with medicine, but... Which I believe... Well, I don't think it's actually a Renaissance air attack. Philanthropic organization? Neat. It doesn't provide much, but it's a little bit of everything. Except for food and production. Speaking of which, Artesian Well, Noria, Distillery, Windmill, Terrace. You need an entertainer of some kind. Wait, right now. That's right, it is literally called Entertainer Unit. The unit. Park Circle, that's quite a bit of help there. Let's get the Fire Brigade too. Why not? Middle Eastern culture. We do have firearms, so... And bank. There. Budget still is looking good. Not nearly as good as it was before, but it's still looking good. These things do take time. Cat enclosure. Okay, head down here and build a lumber mill. Actually. Although, I don't know if the city actually has any fortifications built. It doesn't look like it from here, but it might. And it's on a hill, so it already has a plus 25% defense bonus. The biggest issue is I can't actually see into the tile. Orchard. Feather worker. Oh, it's a town. So it's not technically within the borders of the city. Great. Okay. Automation clock, clock workshop, step record manufacturer, because I do not trust the production number on those trade routes. Modifiers. Food production? No. Okay, so you do need a dance hall. There it is. It doesn't cost much more. But I believe the entertainer costs more. Yeah. Let's get you that blood dance so I can build the blood hunter's hut. I'm not worried about disease. I have so many available disease reductions to the point where I can ensure that disease is not actually a problem. And that's what's important. It's not an actual issue. Not for the time being, anyway. Has that forest grown? No, it's still young forest. Might take some more time than that. Oh well. Oh hey! Some of the tiles actually have gone into city borders. Good. Fortify for a turn. Because you have nothing better out of the upgrades to pick. just walk into the enemy unit, some of you. Got some oddities from it. At least the Warlock Corporal was one that got it. Okay, so there is definitely a component of that in there. That's a locust one. Group up and separate. You, wait, you as well. You can bombard fortification. Oh yeah. No. That doesn't make sense to me. I know you can bombard. It's not a waste to have you do it. Yeah, no. Even with that high level... Okay. Just walk in. Cause some lateral damage. Okay, I'm gonna send 4 of the prisoners back to Monterre. The rest will stick here in order to help the city build up after it's done with its thing. Yeah, with a force that big, it becomes really easy to capture a full city. Okay, you do need to rebuild the ancient customs though. Well, not necessarily rebuild, but you're gonna need to set up a trade relation, a trade connection. Which shouldn't be hard, all things considered. Once the barbarian borders fade away, though that might take time. Yeah, I think I'll have the Lancers branch out and focus on taking down. That one might take a little bit more doing. Yeah, that's a longbowman. Okay. Okay, Capital, I need a Musket man, plain and simple. Oh, you should be done fast. Okay. I mean, it's not going to be able to reach the transport before the transport arrives. Okay, that was terribly put. It's not going to have to wait for the transport to arrive. There, that's better. No, I have to rebuild that improvement. Maybe. Assuming it's been built in the past. Okay. Realignment. Considering 510, so if I burn 4 of these, okay, you can wait until later, so I can put you to better use. Ah, you're finally done with those. Okay, stone tool maker, of course. You will get me just as much production. Nice. Plus 15% is... Well, I've already built the carpenter, haven't I? Yep, looks like it. Okay. 33. The roper's good enough to build. And then we build the engineering school. Plus 5. You and you, not you. Build. It's also plus 5. Fine, I guess. 60 turns. Yeah. That's as efficient as I can make it. Give me a minute. There we go. Okay, I definitely need to upgrade road quality in a couple locations. There we go. Dock breeder. Bird enclosure. Aha! I'm not super duper interested in grabbing the battering ram. I'll get it eventually, but it's not necessary. It's not a requirement. Who died? Tell me. It's a barbarian running about. Thieves hideout? Okay, wait. There we go. Yeah, it's one of the kinds of things that I want to get rid of. Yeah, there's really nothing else to work with here, is there? Alright. Lots and lots of subdued animals over there, that's for sure. You guys can wait. I'll have you speed up the mining camp. Yeah, mining camp. That's what's next. No. This order. I forgot that those work like that. Okay, these two. Good, good. And no reason to build the causeway, since once I get the certain thing, it's going to happen automatically anyway. The upgrade to the next level of bridge. That's how expired buildings work in C2C. Obsolete buildings. They get replaced by, well, their replacement. I need the Grammaticus in order to build the Lyceum. The library is necessary. Build the university. Weather vanes are necessary. Steelmakers necessary. I can wait on the Mathematics Academy, since I can get this building for free by the Kerala School of Mathematics. That is not true at the Potter's Workshop, though. The Alchemist Lab, I think the Chemistry Lab is coming soon. Chemistry. Yeah, I'm well on my way to getting that. Observatory is going to take a while to fade away, though. And the Inventor's Workshop will not fade, but I don't want to have the queue to be too long. After all, I don't know for sure what might come up in the future. Could be something that I really, really want to build down the line. Okay, make your way onto the ship. I'll transport you most of the way to the destination. I can't get you all the way, though. Just plus 290 each? Alright then. Herbivore, neat. You'll be sticking with the rest of these guys until the city is ready to go. Of course, there may be some difficulty in getting the city set up because it lacks some fairly important things.
Needs to be deceitful, though. He must not appear that way. Indeed, he must always exhibit 5 virtues in particular: mercy, honesty, humaneness, uprightness, and religiousness.
Hello, Machiavelli. No. I need to figure out how to deal with that. Oh boy. I'm not sure what to do with all that. Well, I have ideas. But it is a lot. Again, I have no idea what I just clicked. Okay. Automaton clock, clockwork workshop, servants' quarters, step reckoner mechanism, castle drawbridge. Let's pick up. Let's not get the conspirators hideout. Yes, it provides signs, but can spawn a barbarian scoundrel. No. I deliberately avoid those buildings because then I have to deal with invisible barbarian units walking around. Which I do not think I need to explain or why such a thing is atrocious to deal with. It's awful to have to go through that. Okay, starting south. It's nice when things go fast and easy, like that. I think I can keep going for a while longer. As long as I don't overdo it. Okay, let's get your automaton stuff through. You're pretty close to hitting city rank 20, so I'm not going to bother building the town hall just yet, but I will build that trade stuff. You can't build an observatory because you're not near a mountainside. Calligraphy school, potter's workshop, university, cartographer's shop, and printer's workshop. Again, I'll save some of that for later. Let's get you a Neolith, a salmon, beach sink gatherer, hopscotch weaver, basket maker, burial tradition. Let me get some of the basic crime reductions, as well as a lighthouse. That's a good one. Oh, and an animal trainer horse, so I can get even more production. Charioteer. Or however the chariot maker's called. Now it's outside city borders still. Give it some time. It will be brought into the fold eventually. It's only a matter of time. That's how it is. That's how it works. I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't. I think I should just... Yeah, go for the great person, at least in time. And then... I really don't have anything for you to do. Sorry. If it isn't hunting animals. Okay, wake these guys up. You're the battle force. It's just a composite bowman, but I'm not sure if... Yeah, okay. Fine. Automaton clock, workshop, service quarters, yeah, and cost of drop. Ahem, which city was that? Because something happened again. Oh no. Might be some bugginess with the interface. Oops. Although it does seem that culture production has caught up with my science production again. Not sure if that's a great sign or a bad sign. Oh hey, you've been missing a deer herd. Okay. Bad boys enclosure? It's only minus 5% against wooden ships. So I'll just take it immediately. Yeah, it's just regular coastline. Okay. Okay, production, this. Typical organization. Salt quarry, I know that one produces a tiny amount of science, but science is science. Though I will avoid excruciatingly bad consequences. You need an entertainer. So I can get the blood dance. Anything on food? Roasting house. Maple Grove. Farmer's market. Plantation. There we go. Ornithopterary. Right, those things. I'm sure I don't need a baller with crime reduction. Not in the city. Let's get all those farms out of the way. Yeah, I don't need to worry about the Lyceum. Oh, and salt quarry. Probably should get the ice house too. Just to help further speed up growth. I don't know why you have a sudden mix of new buildings. Perhaps it's just expanding borders. Yeah, that's the most likely reason. Now I think about it. I need to set you up so that you have the Lyceum accessible. I'm still going to build that aqueduct. And also burial see. I am starting to worry about my finances again. Nope. That's probably the greatest thing about pacifism. Capture chance is so high that you get so many captives. It's unbelievably easy to get a bunch of them. Okay, so guild hall is +9. Yeah. Well, that gets built first. The automation clock is +3, so it's going to take a while before anything comes along that can supersede it. Okay, I need to stop at around 10 production per 2. There's no stone quarry this time. Okay, the lumber mill doesn't have +3. Probably a good thing. Oh, the automation clock is +3 as well, so might as well build it right away. And these are all +2. 6 turns. 7 is fine as well. Steel, tree nursery, step worker manufacturer. The watchmaker's shop is a bit of a ways away, so how did I not build the lumber mill? Great. I'm not gonna bother with that. Oh, and I forgot the canoe builder as well. Probably because the order adjusted itself again. Okay, need Grammaticus in order to Lyceum. Proposed. And then I'll wait a bit on any further construction. I need to ensure Mata Oto has good production. The same is true of every city. Good production is the key to success. Anyway, another lumber mill, please. Story. I'm not sure when this disappeared, but okay. I was pretty sure I had built at some point or another. Drat. Forts are nuisance. I might as well destroy them. The failure to destroy them is, yeah. Let's get you another stack of City Raider. Because that's always fun. Snake Charmer. Poultry Herd. Ratite. Hawking Hut. Carnival. Okay, the rest of you can move along to Montdor. You know what? I'm gonna smash the fortifications themselves. Crime's a problem, okay. But I have the philanthropic organization to help, as well as the hostel. And an orphanage. Let's build a Star Fort too. That should be guaranteed enough. Okay, the dance hall is here. Let's get you an entertainer. Does seem to have worked, at least. I hope it would. I would prefer if it does not end up destroying the building itself, because that would be annoying. Why do we have a I think forges are just automatically built by now. Yeah. Something seems to be building my fortress for free. I'm not complaining too much, but it is strange to me. Carpenter and Ancient Customs. And Trading Post. Those three should be enough to get me the rest of the way there. I do wonder which tiles it's using though. Those. I mean, it makes sense. The mountain mines themselves aren't actually that good. Unless there's something within the mountain that's useful. Like the sulfur here. Otherwise, a mountain mine is not very much. Although, admittedly, that is true of many of the buildings. If it's a good building and there's a resource associated with it, you're going to get a lot out of the tile. If it's a bad building and a resource, it's going to be okay. Unless it's something like the Mushroom Gatherer, which stops upgrading a long, long time into the game. Wooden Palace. Abatis, Thornhedge. Oh, that's going to take a while, isn't it? Sentry. Not really necessary, but may as well. Yeah, these two tiles are still not actually controlled by the city. Okay, it's a bog standard path now. Thank you. Delete you, I do not need you. Join the city. You can wait. Okay. Poultry, hawking hut, bear enclosure, military standard worker. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Montour has a massive increase in the cultural levels. Right, I'll handle the great person and then call it. Yeah. Turns are definitely slowing down. There we go. Okay. Now I just gotta bring it all the way down to the bottom rank. Do the same with that fort down there because I do not want to deal with fortifications. Heal. +1 production. Well. Technically I should build the Grove Raton first, but... Well, it's better now. Even if it's going to take a while. That's fine. With the large influx of culture, there should be a much easier time getting there. Closure. Let's get you combat 1. So you're a bit better situated against... Oh my god. Jean-Baptiste Colbert. At least now you're gaining XP from bombarding. Yeah, you're just a great merchant, so... Let me handle the cities that I need to handle. Okay, fine. These farms are better. Build first. There we go. That's a big organization. So he needs an officium. Let's get some food production too. Oh yeah, the confectioner's workshop is now a buildable building. Okay, that should be good for the city. Just to be 100% sure. Let's get the other stuff doing something or another. Oh, this tile doesn't have an improvement for some reason. Okay, so I've changed tactics. I'm going to go straight for scientific method because the rate of tech has begun to slow down again. I'd like to get it so that every tech can take only about 10 turns, and sure, losing the Almagust is going to be a bit bad because that's plus 10% science and one less trade route. But with the scientific method, I can get so much further. Especially, well, because all those enclosures that I've been building will provide 5 more science. Except for the exotic herbivore, which will give plus 1% science. And also, that inventor's workshop, another 5 science. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. Plus the new museum building, plus 5 science. Also, Smithsonian Institution, free museum in every city. Although I need 3 museums built first. Also, National Science Foundation, a new national wonder. Perhaps I'm gonna adjust the exact nature. Centrism, calculus, physics, geology. Because I do want that plus 5 production, plus 5 gold. And then we go for biology. Because I definitely want to get geology at a reasonable time. And then after biology, I'm not sure. Maybe zoology? Botany is a good one. The Arboretum gives me so much. Mainly with botany, a lot of these sanctuaries that get the 5 science no longer get it. Because they all get replaced by this. one, which gives so much science too. Of course, it is pricey to build. Although not as pricey as the entomology lab. Okay. Botany it is. I guess liberalism I can pick up. No. Give me a minute to redo this. Botany, zoology, that way I can pick up paleontology. With liberalism. There. Then maybe grab economics. Yeah, why not? Oh wait, I need stockbrokering for that one. Can I avoid building corporation for... not building, researching corporation for a while. Like after that I can go with free artistry in that class. Maybe mercantilism. I have to go this way eventually, but I want to put it off because Great Lighthouse. I'm literally in the process of building it, and I want to take advantage of it for a while with the +2 trade routes. So I'm probably going to do some of these. Ooh, explosive sounds like a good idea. +1 for mountain mines, quarries, and the mining camp becomes even better, and I unlock the shaft mine. Okay. I've gone on long enough. And I mean, I didn't even have a rant this time, but maybe I'll have one for Divine Right. Let me check that quote before it gets read. Oh, it's just that. Well, maybe I can just rant about the concept of legitimacy. Sure, if I remember to do so. Anyway, I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.